Hello friends, welcome to Live Traveling. Today we'll see
top-rated tourist attractions in Chicago. Chicago, the Windy City as it is often called, lies along the shores of Lake Michigan. Known for its vibrant art scene, numerous cultural attractions, excellent shopping, and interesting architecture, this city attracts visitors from the US and around the globe. Chicago enjoys a worldwide reputation as a focal point of 20th century architecture and art, with architects such as Louis Sullivan and Frank Lloyd Wright, and artists like Picasso, Moreau, Dubuffet, and Chagall leaving their mark. The city also has much to offer in the sporting sphere, too, with the Chicago Bears in American football, the Chicago White Sox and Cubs in baseball, and the Chicago Bulls in basketball. Visit the Art Institute of Chicago. The Art Institute of Chicago is a world-class museum with hundreds of thousands of artworks. The diverse collection spans thousands of years and includes pieces from a variety of media including painting, prints, photography, sculpture, decorative arts, textiles, architectural drawings, and more. The Institute is known for its collection of Impressionist and Post-Impressionist paintings, including Georges Seurat's 1884 A Sunday Afternoon on La Grande Jatte, Renoir's 1879 Acrobats at the Cirque Fernando, and numerous paintings by Claude Monet. Walk through Millennium Park. Millennium Park is part of the larger Grant Park, located in downtown Chicago, bordered by Michigan Avenue to the west, Columbus Drive to the east, Randolph Street to the north, and Monroe Street to the south. Its centerpiece is a 110-ton sculpture named Cloud Gate, which has a polished, mirror-like stainless steel surface that was inspired by liquid mercury. It reflects the surroundings, including buildings, the sky, and the tourists who walk through its central arch. Another top attraction in Millennium Park is Crown Fountain, a fascinating modern interpretation of the ancient gargoyle that gives the appearance of water flowing from the mouths of projected images of Chicago citizens. Other popular things to do here include seeing a performance at the J. Pritzker Pavilion, an outdoor concert venue, and visiting Lurie Garden, which is open to the public at no cost year-round. Stroll around Navy Pier. The Navy Pier originally opened in 1916 as an amusement area and shipping facility, but is now one of Chicago's most popular tourist attractions. Today, the Navy Pier is made up of 50 acres of gardens, attractions, shops, restaurants, concert venues, and parks. There is a 150-foot Ferris wheel and an historic carousel in Navy Pier Park. Visitors can also watch a film at the 3D IMAX Theater, watch actors perform the classics at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater, or visit Crystal Gardens, a 1-acre, 6-story, indoor botanical garden. Also located here is the Chicago Children's Museum. The pier hosts year-round festivities, including the Chicago Festival in August. Cruise ships leave from here on various sightseeing excursions. Reach for the stars at Adler Planetarium. The Adler Planetarium is leaps and bounds beyond the ones most kids get to visit on school trips, and all ages will appreciate the shows and comprehensive exhibits it has to offer. The Adler prides itself in being the first planetarium in the Western Hemisphere, built in 1930 on the shore of Lake Michigan. The planetarium is home to 2 dome theaters, which offer a variety of shows, including exploration of Chicago's night sky, the solar system, and the moon. There is also an extensive array of exhibits that explore topics including life on other worlds, meteors and meteorites, space exploration, the history of the scientific discipline, and even the history of astrology. Museum of Science and Industry. At the north end of Jackson Park is the Museum of Science and Industry, founded in 1933, and arguably the most impressive museum in Chicago. It is devoted to the application of natural laws in technological and industrial development. The museum is thought to be the first in the U.S. to incorporate the idea of hands-on exhibits. Visitors are encouraged to interact with hundreds of exhibits. The MSI features permanent and changing exhibits, as well as an Omnimax theater. See the view from the Willis Tower SkyDeck. Until 1996, when the Petronas Towers were built in Kuala Lumpur, the 110-story Sears Tower, now Willis Tower, was the world's tallest office block. While there are now several taller buildings, the view from here is incredible. On a clear day you can see 40 to 50 miles over 4 states, and gain a bird's-eye view of Chicago's impressive architecture. The Willis Tower took 3 years to build and was opened to the public in 1974. The building is 1,453 feet tall with an observation area, called the SkyDeck, on the 103rd floor, 1,353 feet above the ground. A glass box with a glass floor, known as the ledge, juts out from the SkyDeck, where visitors can stand and look directly down at the city below. Watch the water show at Buckingham Fountain, built in 1927 as a donation from the family. The Clarence Buckingham Memorial Fountain is one of the largest in the world. Designed in the period's iconic Art Deco style, the central fountain is surrounded by 4 seahorses that represent Lake Michigan's 4 bordering states. From 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., the fountain bursts to life hourly, shooting 15,000 gallons of water through nearly 200 nozzles each minute to create an impressive display. After dusk, the water show is accompanied by lights, a must-see if you are in the neighborhood in the evening. The fountain is the central focal point of Grant Park, Chicago's expansive public space that contains many attractions and smaller parks like Millennium Park, comparable to Central Park, one of the top attractions in New York City. 360 Chicago, located in the John Hancock Center office building. 360 Chicago is an observation deck on the 94th floor of the John Hancock building, easy to recognize by its dark metallic-looking exterior and cross-braced steel design, which runs up the outside of the building. The large glass-walled observation deck has views that look out over Chicago's skyline and beyond. More adventurous tourists will love the deck's newest feature, Tilt, which gives visitors a unique view from more than 1,000 feet above the Magnificent Mile as they are tipped outward at an angle to look straight down from the glass enclosure. Field Museum of Natural History, originally called the Columbian Museum of Chicago, the Field Museum of Natural History was founded in 1893 to showcase the biological and anthropological collections gathered for the World Columbian Exposition. The name changed in 1905 to honor Marshall Field, the department store owner, art patron, and major benefactor of the museum. The permanent collection features approximately 20 million artifacts and specimens, covering a variety of disciplines including geology, botany, zoology, and anthropology. Of special note are the permanent displays on ancient Egypt and the cultures of North, Central, and South America, and Sioux, the world's largest, most complete Tyrannosaurus rex skeleton. Special rotating exhibits take place on a regular basis throughout the year. Michigan Avenue and the Magnificent Mile. Michigan Avenue is probably one of the most attractive boulevards in America. The city's famous Magnificent Mile is a section of Michigan Avenue north of the Chicago River, with numerous galleries, boutiques, and luxury shops. Some of the attractions along here include the John Hancock Center, the Wrigley Building, and the Tribune Tower. Michigan Avenue splits between north and south designations at Madison Street. This district is also known for its theaters, which host touring plays, musicals, and comedy acts.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe.